What the heck? Come on, Jack, let's go do this question. All right. So, I've just got a question I thought people might relate to. If I can find it, 1 second. Okay, here we go. Hopefully, Jack can get super creative and put the question up here and type it as we go. There you go, Jack, no pressure, but make it happen. Hi, Matt. I'm sure you get a lot of these questions on how to maintain a good diet, and I'm sure you've done videos about it in the past, but I would like some advice if you can help me. When I was 20 to 21 years old, I lost 40 kilos from walking a lot and eating less. I can tell what you're going to say. You're going to say, how do I do it again? Just do that. Anyway, I was also working in a cafe, living at home at the time. Now I'm 26, have put on about 20 kilos over the course of a few years. I'm working hard at my dream job, which is 6 days a week, and I have a partner, a little girl, who is 1.5 years. I'm finding it really hard to get physically and mentally motivated to lose weight again. I want to do it and have the positive attitude to lose it also, but I'm finding that I don't have the time anymore. Time's very valuable. I don't have the time anymore. It is making me feel a little down, and I'm not as healthy as I used to be. Any tips? Well, first, you can only do what you can do. So who is it actually? Levi. So Levi, you can only do what you can do. Life gets busier, more responsibilities, more priorities, kids. You know, you've got all of these things that come into play. So I've said it many times, success is about the boring stuff. I did an Insta post on it today. Success is about routine and boring. That's it. So to enjoy the awesomeness later, you've got to do the boring first. Let's break this down into a couple of things. A couple of things is losing weight. That's the outcome. So that's the manifestation. How do you lose the weight? You know how to lose it. You've already told me that you lost 40 kilos, so go do that. I think the bigger question is motivation and time. How do you get those two things? Motivation comes from when you're really interested in something. At the moment, you're 20 kilos over. You're probably not enough to say, that's enough. I've had enough, stuff it. 40 kilos, you probably got to that point where you thought, I just feel terrible. So that's something, I don't know if you're right there yet, but when people, you know when you hear success stories of people, and they always talk about when they hit rock bottom, and then that motivated them enough, you will not be motivated into anything apart from when you've had enough. That's when it comes, and then you've got to stay interested in it. So to me, I want to ask you, Levi, are you really interested in being the weight that you want? Because if you were, you probably wouldn't be trying to get the motivation to do it. You might be tired and all that sort of stuff, but when people make decisions based on their values and priorities. That's why how they make decisions. What's your values? Mine's probably work, health, wealth, family. That's probably, if I'm being really honest, that's probably how it is. They're my 4 values. And when I say wealth, I just want enough to take care of everybody. It's not like I'll do anything for money or anything like that. It's just when I've got enough wealth, I can take care of everybody else I need to really effectively. It brings peace of mind. So where are your priorities around that? At the moment, I just don't think health is up there for you right now. Like, I know you want it, but when you really want something enough, you just go do it. It's like if your daughter needs something, you just go do it. If you really wanted it, Levi, you would get up half an hour early, go for a run. You wouldn't put the chocolate in your mouth. You wouldn't drink energy drinks. I don't know if you do or don't, but I'm just sort of saying those things. You wouldn't eat too much butter. You wouldn't eat the cake after dinner. Like, I make all of these choices along the way. Do I want to sit there and have a nice piece of cake? Yeah, of course I do, but I don't, because I'm not prepared to go 3 steps backwards to have to go to the gym and do all that workout for what? For nothing, to burn off the cake. I'm just not prepared to do it. I want to go to the gym to move 3 steps forward. Do you understand? The boring stuff. The boring stuff is saying, no, I don't want to eat the cake because I want to lose 20 kilos. And you start making decisions around those things. When you really want something enough, you'll make the right decisions. You know that. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. You've taken the time to message me. Get serious about it. You don't want to go 30 kilos and go, actually, I feel terrible now. I need to lose it all. Because you've got 10 kilos to get back to where you were today just to start working on the answer that you asked me today. So instead of going 10 kilos forward, and you know it's going to happen if you don't make changes, why don't you start today and go to 10 kilos less, and you'll be just 10 kilos overweight. So start today. That's my advice to you. The other thing is time. Time is the most valuable thing you have in your life. Time is, you can never replace it. It's the most powerful thing if you get it right. Everyone has the same amount of time. You need to start making different decisions. I think in the day, when you start the day, you're going to start say to yourself, what am I prepared to do and what am I not prepared to do? So don't waste time doing stuff. Someone said to me, Trevor, who I work with, said to me, he goes, mate, you're really good at delegating. You're awesome at delegating stuff. And he goes, you just move on this path and you just go like that all the time. I just got an email from somebody that says, can I come, whatever they need to pay for me to come and train their people over, I'm not training it, but 6 months straight to go train them. I don't know if I will or won't. You know, it's like, is that worth my time to go do that? Sure, you might get paid, but what's the cost to that? So here's the thing. When your priority, when health is really up there, 1 or 2 of your top values, you will start to say no to other things so you can fit that in. I know you're saying you're busy, you've got your ideal job, you're working 6 days a week, you take care of a little kid and all this sort of stuff, but things will go like that and you'll make room for the things that are really important to you. So your job sounds like it's like right up there right now. And that's sort of where your priority is and your little girl, and then health's under that. But when are you going to make health number 1 or 2 and then start saying, hey, I'm not going to go watch football tonight, I'm going to go for a run around the block. I'm going to join Anytime Fitness so I can train at 10 o'clock at night if I need to after your little girl goes to bed. This is what happens when you start stretching what you need to do to fit stuff in because your desire is so strong around your priorities. So really you already know this stuff. I'm just probably trying to give you some clarity around. Start eating properly for a start. That's the easy part. Start eating properly. Do not put another piece of crap in your mouth because you only got to burn it off. Your body doesn't want it. Start eating well today. You're only going to let yourself down if you don't. Motivation will come from, I don't know if you really want it enough. I know you sent me this message and I'm sitting here and fitting this video in today. I'm like in the office. I said, Jack, let's do this right now to answer your question. I don't know if you want it enough just yet. I don't know. I can't feel that. But my advice to you is don't go to 21 kilos overweight. I want to see you at 18, 17, 15, 10. Because you said today, I don't want to get to that point of no return that I have to change. You've got the choice to change right now because you're probably uncomfortable, but not uncomfortable enough. Just make that really uncomfortable right now and start going backwards because it sounds like you want to. It's not like the driver just yet. And time, you own a space of time in the day where it becomes your exercise time 3 days a week. You can do that. Don't tell me you can't. You can find an hour, 3 days a week to go do some exercise. Do it in your lunch break if you need to. Go do it before work. Do it at night, something. You need to make a commitment today that runs so deep that you're not prepared to let yourself down. If you can do that, you'll be emailing me in the next few months saying you've halved your weight. You know that. So get to it, Levi. Thanks for the message. And I want to see your results. I want you to email. People email me when they need this help. I want you to email me when you've had the success. And then I'll do another video and say congratulations. All right. Look forward to seeing you in the next video.